Hi everyone, welcome back to MJ's Cancer Story, and I'm Mary Jane. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's been going on with me and my health and how I'm doing with my cancer. So there was a huge break in there, so I know it's been a while. Sorry about that. As you know, I went through 4 months of chemotherapy and then 6 weeks of radiation. Looks like from the tests that I recently had that the tumor had really great shrinkage. Unfortunately though, there was still a little bit of the tumor still left, so there were a couple of things that we thought that we might be able to do. There's a protocol that's a watch and wait if it had disappeared completely, and not have to have surgery that entailed like a resection of my colon, but unfortunately I do still have less than 1 centimeter of my tumor left in my colon, so I will have surgery on 9/15 to have that removed, and I'm expected to stay 3 days in the hospital, I think they said, and then 6 to 8 weeks for recovery, because it is still surgery and they're moving things around. One of the things that came up in the exam is because of the location of the tumor, I'm going to actually end up with a colostomy bag, and that's been a little bit to have to deal with mentally, and trying to adjust to knowing that your body's being completely changed. So I am looking forward to the surgery and having all of this over. The healing process obviously is going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to have the bag, and if you don't know what that is, they direct how you go to the bathroom through a hole that they put in your stomach. So not the best of situations, but as an end result of all of this though is that I took a COVID year to go through cancer and go through all of the treatments. And after this, I get to live a relatively normal life, and it doesn't limit anything that I want to do physically from anything I've read or heard or any of the doctors and nurses that I've talked to. So I've been really fortunate that through the entire cancer process, I have had a wonderful team of people that I've dealt with, not only through my insurance, but at the hospital. Everybody has been very supportive. They've done a really good job of explaining things to me and trying to make sure that I have the information that I need or that we need to make the right decisions. So obviously I didn't want to have cancer. Obviously I didn't want to end up with a bag. We knew that if I had surgery that I would probably end up with one temporarily while my body healed. Unfortunately, this one isn't going to be temporary. My appointment that I had today was to actually talk to an ostomy nurse, and so that way they could determine where they were going to put it, and so that way she could kind of show me some of the different products that they have that you use. I'll give more updates as we're going on. This is something that's not rare. There's tons of people out there, millions of people out there that have a colostomy bag or an ileostomy bag, depending on whether it's connected to your large intestines or to your small intestines. That also determines which side of your body it's on. Usually if it's your small intestines, it's connected to the right side of your body, and then if it's your large intestines, it's connected to the left side of your body, and it's just the way they do it. So it's been kind of a challenge to go through it. It's not anything that's not livable, and the choices of being relatively healthy and being able to continue to live my life way better than any other kind of result that I could have had with this. So obviously we're happy that this cancer story is almost over. Obviously we'll still do updates to let you know, because I'll still have quarterly checkups to ensure that everything is still fine and that the tumor or a tumor hasn't come back. So we'll keep you informed and let you know. One of the other things that I wanted to do in this video was to go ahead and explain that I was going to have a colostomy bag as a result of all of the treatments in the cancer. It's one of those things that people really don't talk about. I had said, I'd said that millions of people have them and nobody knows, and it's not that you're, and maybe people are ashamed, it's private and they don't want to share that. But I felt like through this process, I needed to say it out loud, and I needed to tell people and explain it in my way, the way I wanted to say it. The hospital made sure that I had a mentor partnered with me. We've talked several times on the phone. They're going to come out and visit me while I'm in the hospital if they can. Because also, unfortunately, because of the COVID numbers going up, I'm only allowed to be dropped off and picked up at the hospital. And for the 3 days that I'm there, I won't have anyone actually, like family members, able to visit me. That's unfortunate. It's not the worst of situations. Is it what I want? No. I mean, I'd absolutely love to have my husband Michael there by my side when I wake up. So, and tough on him too, because how are we going to do the updates? How's everyone going to know? You're going to have to wait for me to wake up from surgery for me to text you or call you. We'll figure it out. We'll make sure that our friends and family know what's going on with me. Right this moment, I don't know how that's going to happen, but it will. And saying that I'm going to have a colostomy bag is really hard for me to say that out loud. It was a real mental challenge, and I haven't quite figured out how to handle it. I'm obviously tomorrow going to be thrown into it. I'm going to have to. And for me, sometimes that's the best. I'm real good at focusing in the moment when I'm busy and caught up in it and just focusing on what I'm supposed to do and how do I get this done, rather than sitting quietly and just letting my mind go crazy, thinking all these things that could happen. Let's just focus on what is actually happening. You want to try in the process, because you know that this is going to be a part of you for the rest of your life, to normalize it and let people know that it's okay. From everything my ostomy nurse said, that she knows people that are her patients that come in that, are marathon runners that still hike and climb mountains, So, hey guys, I could end up being a marathon runner. There's things out there that I haven't done in my life, and this isn't going to stop me from doing that. I'm still going to travel. I'm still going to see the things that I want to see. I'm still going to hike. I'm still going to go off-roading with Michael. None of that changes. And in the moments where I feel like, why is this happening to me? I have to try and remember that. I have to remember that all of these things will still happen. I just have to do them. I have to just get out and do them. Oh, and something I totally forgot is I still have a broken leg that's healing, So I'm doing all of this with crutches, And I don't say that to have you feel sorry for me. It's just, it's part of what's happened to me, and I'm going to work through it. And we together, Michael and I, are going to be fine. It is. And if you're going through something like this, or you've gone through something like this, or if you need to talk to somebody about it, let me know. I am more than happy to try and help you get through this just like I did. Because at the end of the day, that's what happened, is I had cancer and I got through it. And tomorrow, I'll be here doing the same things that I always do. So I look forward to that. I look forward to the recovery and the healing process. So I want to thank everybody for all the emails and texts and calls and the support that you've given me through this process. I really appreciate it. I read every one of the messages and try to respond and let you know that I'm aware that you're there and that you're thinking of me. So just be positive and continue to do what we do. So thanks. That's all I have.